is podcasting.
I'm your host, Macsrebo.
And I am your mother,
Jennifer, aka
Macsrebo's mom.
Now, this is part 2 with Davey. Only Davey, actually, sorry.
Yeah, we're making it sound like a part 2, but it's really because my phone died.
That's hilarious.
She was actually recreating it before
Yeah,
when
I was
we
going to
lost.
recreate it.
Yeah.
I was like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of times the best videos or the best moments happen accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that video got planned. Now, mind you, when of course, as you know, when you doing take after take after take after take after take, and then I watch it back and I'm like, I don't like this part. Let me do this. So when I first did it, I was like, that was funny, but I hated what I did after it. So I had to redo it again. And then after that, I said, well, now I'm going to purposely do it because I think it's a great start. So when people go, oh, that was so funny you thought of that. I'm like, yeah, but then like 10 takes later, then I had the one that I wanted. So, you know, it's one of those things that like you just gotta go with the flow. And sometimes, you know, accidents happen and you're like, this is funny.
I feel like the Grinch would actually like do that, dress up as that, and actually like scratch his
Funny story is I actually am... This Grinch is getting retired because I'm upgrading it again this year. Wow. I know that doesn't seem like why would you need to? It looks fine, but to me, I found a better suit that looks more accurate to the movie. The guy's in Portugal, and he's like doing it by hand for me, and a better mask, and he's punching all the hair in for me. So it's going to be an upgraded Grinch. And oddly enough that you say it, he goes, I'm doing it in a way. He's like, you're still going to be hot. But he's like, I'm separating the pants and shirt. So he's like, it's going to be 2 pieces.
Nice.
I told you.
Because the belly's so big, he said, it's going to hang over and you're not going to see. I said, I don't want it if it's going to have a line somewhere.
Right.
He goes, no, I know how you are. He's like, I promise you're not going to see the line. I said, because I'll do a zipper in the back. He's like, when you do that, you're going to get hotter because everything's trapped in. But he made it in a way that I'll have 2 separate pieces.
I knew it.
But knowing me, I'll still throw leather pants over the entire thing. So
it would be better if you had like little foam pieces to make it look bigger and thicker and then just put it.
I had a hard time fitting in it myself.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
You know how, because it's like squeezing all that fur. Because mind you, it's on a skinny mannequin right now. So when I put that on me, I'm like, oh, okay, I couldn't. If you watch the video back, the button on the jeans is not buttoned.
Oh.
Because I couldn't button it. Like, it just wouldn't go. And everyone's like, that's hilarious. I'm like, it's not on purpose. I'm like, I can't fit it.
I can't do it.
And I didn't have a white button-up shirt because I was like, I don't wear buttons up like that. So I'm like, oh, my God. I was like, where am I going to get a white button-up shirt? I want to make this video tonight. I took it from my Jim Carrey mask, the mask costume.
The mask.
Because I have the yellow suit. So I said, I'll take the white shirt from that because I didn't have any white shirt. So yeah.
That's what we kind of do. We're like, okay, what can we do to make this shorter? Oh, wait, these characters can both wear and share the same shoes. We can both share the same.
Yeah, I can't share the same shoes with any cosplay because every cosplay is like the foot is very particular. You're not gonna see me with Deadpool walking around with Grinch feet. Like, I was just trying to make it easier.
Just say that Deadpool wanted to have a little collaboration.
You have your core cosplays that you said you're not going to just constantly. Mackenzie envisions her expanding and broadening her horizons. That she's like, oh, and it's doesn't help that Abigail's a close friend that she and her cosplay mom who encourages her to then branch out and do these other cosplays with her. She's like, how about do this? Would you like to join me on this one? And
oh yeah, I'll tell them.
No, honestly, it's great. Let me ask you though, have you? And I asked this because I made my decision about it. Do you like the idea of doing mashups?
Yes, I came up with a mashup called Darth Mufasa.
Oh,
do you get it?
Yes.
Did you ever see her Darth Mufasa
in real life?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay.
But
but do you get the idea of it?
Is it Darth Vader and Mufasa?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know why?
Why would those two characters go together?
Think if they're both live action.
They're both fathers?
No.
Well, they are.
Well, they
are.
They are. But James,
the most powerful.
James
Earl Jones.
I was going to.
Oh my God, so stupid! I didn't even think of that.
James Earl Jones is.
I know this too, and I was not thinking voice. I kept picturing it, and I was separating myself from the actor for a moment, and that threw me off. Damn it! Cut that off.
Well, so I came up with that, and because I always want, I want the dark side. I love the dark side, and only my Star Wars cosplays are like the good people, like the good girls that are in Star Wars.
Good and she was a good girl, so then it does play to your true nature. No,
how would you do it? I mean, unless you don't want to share it, I get it, but like I'm curious how that mashup would work.
So I actually made it. I did it. We were going shopping and we found this
like an older Darth Vader type suit.
Darth Vader suit from like the original time. So we got that. It was a men's size.
we modified it.
We modified it.
I'm gonna say it seems like that would need to be modified.
It was modified a bit.
It was like dripping down.
But
we took pieces of it, and then we took pieces of the adult one, and then we got first get a kid one? Took pieces from that.
Yeah, I think there were several different kits that we were taking
a whole bunch
pieces
of things from different things. And then we went shopping. Dad and me went shopping, and we went to the store to get fur.
I don't think wasn't it Joann's, I believe?
Joann's.
I don't think they even exist. Joann's fabric.
We still have one.
They were going
out of business, so they're going on a sale. The one where we got the fur, and so we got a whole bunch of fur.
But the fur was a white color.
It was a white color because they had the yellow one, and the yellow one was too yellow, and it wasn't like a good.
So you're like, well, we gotta dye it.
Yeah, but you can use markers.
But I was gonna say, so again, since we're new to the whole cosplay world, Mackenzie wanted to hand dye it with
markers.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, that's how she did it. And this was all her. Yeah. She was doing it.
I was doing it myself. And also the fur. This is funny because Sidious says execute Order 66, and he already says that Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader, and so he's going into the Jedi Temple and slaying all the younglings and slaying all the Jedi, and it's Order 66. The price of the fur was $66.
Oh.
It is just like a funny reference.
So that's a sign that you had to get it.
But yeah.
And so we were like coloring it, and we actually we had like this local library, and we asked them to 3D print the bottom because I drew this on like this piece of paper,
like
and I said I want a tail, I want ears, I want claws, I want
like the
Darth Vader outfit, I want fur coming.
Yeah, so she created
like
the concept art.
Chest plate here, not like chest plate, but like on the chest.
The armor.
The armor, and so I feel like we can like cover a little bit of that with the fur, and then we can have like a.
I've never seen pictures of this before.
And then I actually did makeup of a lion. I took a lion photo and copied what they do, like the little dog.
Yeah, so you did nothing helmet related, obviously.
No, so
only the bottom.
Just the collar.
Like when
Got it.
Like the end, like the last episode with Luke and like that series.
It's
and when Luke takes off the helmet, there's only this bottom piece. And he's like.
Now, did people immediately catch the reference when they saw it?
No, they say, "Ooh, I like your. What is it?" And I'm like. Okay, then I teach them the reference, and like, oh yeah.
In fact, one person thought they were like, "Oh, great, cowardly lion."
And we were right. One of my friends, Sam.
What would make that cowardly?
I don't know.
I guess because it was big with
we were actually by Sam's table.
Oh, that's right.
And
they were dressed
and they had the background, which is like the yellow brick road.
It was Wicked in the yellow brick road.
There was Elphaba and Galinda there.
Okay, now I'm
okay.
okay.
We were looking at their booth, talking with them, and they're like, "Oh, I like your
cowardly lion." Yeah, but I think when people see you, because they're like,
get the cowardly
people
lion tail and
would look at
ears
her.
and
like kind of like what interest? This is interesting.
Used, right?
Is it a robot? Yeah. Is it like a?
And then they're
lion?
like, oh, they could see a little bit of it, and then they're like, what? I'm not really sure. Now somebody else said that they thought it was Scar from The Lion King.
That I could kind of understand.
Now I have a new idea. Anakin and Scar, because they both have a scar on their eye.
Yeah.
And then I feel like because Anakin has like in Revenge of the Sith, he has like this big glove. If we get that glove and I have little claws and I put them in there and then I have fur coming around them, and I feel like that'd be cool. Like this is a normal hand and my hand got possessed by a tiger. And I feel like he's
that's what I think is cool about mashups. Because I did I did a couple mashups before, and I think the reason I stopped is because I did a mashup. My first time I ever went to New York Comic Con, I did Batpool because I thought it would be cool. So I had somebody who made me the Robert Pattinson Batman armor, Team Edward. So it was just that bat armor with the shoulders that I put over my Deadpool suit, and then I took a Deadpool logo and I taped it over the bat symbol because it seemed like something Deadpool would do. And I spent like an hour trying to make the tape look perfectly sloppy, if that makes sense. And then I taped bat ears to my Deadpool thing, and it was cool. And then I just felt like a lot of people weren't getting it. And I hated the idea of explaining it. And then everyone being like, oh, but that's such a good Deadpool suit. And it's like being hidden. And then I just said, you know what? Like, I personally just said, I'm not going to do mashups anymore because every time I do it, I think it's cool. But then as I'm at a convention, I'm like, I kind of wish I was just the original one now, because now I got to keep explaining what I am. And then I don't feel like the spotlight. You know what that's like. So it's just like, she's a straight face. But I just feel like sometimes, as for me, it takes away from my actual character, because then I'll run into like a regular one and I'm like, mine looks good like that too if I took all this stuff off and showed you. But like, so that's why I stopped, and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna do the original. That's why I asked if you had mashups, and it's funny someone called you cowardly.
But you know what, I think that the mashup for you in particular is something that's special.
Talk.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was going to get into. Wait, hold on one second. I'll let you get into that for a moment. But because the cosplay, you were saying how you have to explain. Some people, when you're actually having that, for you, I think it's a special reference, and then people really then appreciate that whole concept.
And we get time to more talk with them.
But Dad was bringing up the point that you got to actually showcase this cosplay for a few different people. Yes. One being Hayden Christensen. You had a professional photo done.
Yes, one of my friends, he's a professional photographer. He usually is at CradleCon, and he usually takes photos of me as my cosplays. And there's like this one spot, I call it the circle. It's this big circle, and then he has like this little light, and he puts the light on it so you get to like sit and pose in front of it. And so he took the professional photo of it, and I wanted to give it to Hayden. And I was online. Wait, do you want to talk about the ticket for next
No, that's a whole nother story we shared.
That's a whole other.
We gave him the paper, and he's like,
the photograph.
Well, we get
of
the
Mackenzie.
Yes, but we get him to sign the paper or picture that we want him. And so I gave him the picture, and he says, "Can you sign it?" With the marker he signed our paper with. And I'm like,
you keep saying it's a paper. So we wanted his autograph signed on a particular photo that was featured as
and
Anakin.
He gave the same
I thought it was a napkin.
Okay, she's like, the paper. I was like, what are you talking about? It's not
and so
paper.
He had the same marker that he wrote his signature in. So he gave it to me. I'm like, oh.
So she wrote her Mackenzie on her
Macsrebo, Mackenzie. And he also saw my Coca-Cola like 3 million views video because
that was so funny. So
his friend sent it to him.
So there was
because Hayden doesn't even have social.
Yeah, he's not on social.
He doesn't? I didn't even realize that.
No, I mean, after the prequels, it was kind of craziness that was spewing around about that particular trilogy. So I think a lot of the actors decided to step away and have a fresh start and not have to hear all the noise from people. And it was so funny as we were approaching him, he was like, "Oh, my buddy showed me your video of the Coke can," and we're like, "Oh my goodness, he knows that's Mackenzie." And it was
wow, that's really, super cool just to even get like reference for that.
Yeah.
Have you re-uploaded that?
No, we have to. I know. I mean, it's not going to have the same significance because it was Mackenzie think that we found like this code to find the Anakin can.
3 million views. Yeah, it's my highest.
So I have a recommendation for that. Try it. If not, like I said, I don't know if your Instagram page is set up as like a business professional page or whatever it's set up as, but for those pages, they have this new feature. If you haven't seen it, it's called trial reels.
Okay. Yeah.
And have you seen it or do you know what it is? Because I didn't, and I had to get it like explained to me. But me having a lot of followers, I noticed doesn't mean anything because I could still push a video out, and sometimes I'm like, I've even ChatGPT'd it because that's like my best friend. I'm always like, why does this? Mm-hmm. And they're like, 50%, usually even less of your followers will never see your content. Like, it's just not set up that way. You could have 1 million followers. Doesn't mean every video you post is going to get 1 million. It just doesn't work like that. So I was seeing a friend of mine his following has been starting to grow, and he's just like, yeah, and he didn't have a lot of followers. And I was like, your videos are getting crazy views. And it's because obviously his stuff was great. But you start doing trials because trials specifically, it will not show it to your followers. So if you post it, it goes as a trial reel. You only see it if you go in your reel section, and it shows kind of like as if it's like a draft. It just sits separately, and it pushes it to non-followers. And I think I did it actually with Max. So I posted my reel with Max as a trial reel today, and I think it's at like maybe like 4,000 views right now, and like almost 300 likes. But the crazy thing is, like, it's just going to keep moving. And then at some point, whenever you're ready and say, okay, look, it's got some traction, then you can hit post to my page. And every view and all that will carry over and start fresh. So if you're starting over from a low following, I would do every single reel you push out as a trial because it's only going to help. It's going to get pushed to your normal followers anyways later. Mm-hmm. So all those videos that you had that did big before and you're stressing like, oh, I don't know if when I want to post it, maybe I would do it as a trial. Because then if you don't like it and it doesn't do well as a trial, you get to say, cancel. It never shows up on your page. Nobody knows.
Yeah, that's great advice. I know that we just dabbled in it before the account, the previous account was closed. And I don't think we really played with it too much. We just like did it for one or whatever. And we were just like, I don't know if this is really working. But
how long did you leave it up?
I don't remember.
My thing is if you do it, sometimes it catches slow. So at least give it a day or so before you just say forget. Because I posted it and then 20 minutes later, I was like, it's got 4 likes. What is going on? And I literally was like, this ain't working. And then later on, like a couple hours, it just started trickling a little bit. So just give it time. And like I said, if no one can see it on your page, who cares?
That's true.
Any last words you want to say to our fans?
No, I just want to thank you guys for staying on. And if you watched through this entire thing, you could have watched either this or Titanic. It would have been the same length. So thank you guys.
Now this is Macsrebo signing off from the galaxy far, far away. Well, this is Macsrebo. What? I was gonna say now this is Macsrebo.
Signing
off. And then signing off from galaxy.
Wait, let's try it again. Okay, ready? Wait, what was that? Wait.
Sometimes I do the.
Okay, ready? Okay.
Any last words you want to say?
No, we said that. You're gonna say.
Okay. Cut!
got me right in my head.
Sorry.
We're usually not this close, but we've noticed that whenever we do the videos and they like, then they like will have half of my head.
Oh, so you're like, yeah. So you gotta get.
I'm like a little closer, but she's like kneeing me.
Hey, how do I say my face?
Oh, no. Okay, ready? 1. We don't have a countdown, so that's what's. All right, this is what's throwing us off. All right, Dad, countdown. 3.
That's because it was way too long, guys. If you made it to the end of this video, I doubt it.